hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway, hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, They think I know the way, cause I took control of things, ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Lost in that soldier race, niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings, make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks, make you explode the face. Now you official now, but you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new, I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit, I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game, now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves, quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
No, on the ground, you. But I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You, but my money real, that you do. Oh yeah, so I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. Oh, I told her I got 99. Oh, yeah, sorry. So I don't do this shit for nothing. Not at all. On the
Back in this bitch like I never left. Stand for some shit that you never read. Passing through stages in life, through the ups and the downs, like it's all just another test. Live by the rules like a fucking ref. I got respect in 100 sets. Too many chains, need another chest. Playing no games if it wasn't chess. Cut from that cloth that you couldn't stretch. Cut from that circle you couldn't test. Heavily pressured and under stress, even though niggas ain't sure we was a mess. Honest attempt playing to the left. Judge a young nigga by their dress. Left us no option, what they expect? Only thing we knew for sure is the bang the set. Fuck living basic, I'm taking risks. Fuck what they saying, I'm saying this. Don't waste your testament, don't make you rich, it don't mean nothing, so fuck them, let's make a grip. Double up, triple up, make assists. Ballin' so hard you can pay a bitch. Lean to the lake if they wanna fish. Make sure them niggas around you stick to the script. This should be written in stone. You should come visit my zone. Don't take my word, double check all of my flows. Ask them how hustle got on, but fuck what you heard. This for who walk down that road. Sold everything but they sold. Third off the curb. Real niggas rich as you nerds. Address the whom and make it. Look, lot of niggas feel what I want. Lot of niggas fold, but I cope. Lot of niggas gone, but I'm home. Lot of niggas off, but I'm on. Lot of niggas lost on this road. Couple niggas gave up they goal. Gang of niggas traded they soul. With me, I'm standing on 10 toes. Looking out my Benz window. Wonder where my friends all go. Scared to give my heart to this girl. Paranoid she gon' leave if my hands get low. Knowing that this game to be played, but I'm knowing that this game to be changed. I should be afraid of afraid. I'm just trying to live up to the meaning of my name. I'm just trying to live up to the niggas in my gang. I'm just trying to live up to my moment on the stage. I'm just trying to live up to the truth of my pain and the power that it gave me on the youth for today. I put a coupe in a safe, and I shoot from the waist. My time is money, and I ain't got a second for you flukes and you fakes.
How do you dream of my walls? How do you dream of my niggas? How do you dream of my brother? How do they dream of my niggas? Yeah. How do you dream of my walls? How do you dream of my niggas? How do you dream of my brother? How do they dream of my niggas? Yeah.
Really taking trips more than often this month. When I call, he pulling up 2, 3 stream up. You ain't doing enough for the clan. How I feel if I gotta sit it down. How the fam gon' feel? 120 in a euro, one hand on the wheel. I was just programmed through a $250,000. They leave him still here. Shed tears for the dead. Cubes in my thought of chest, she don't even wear. Pop my little brother up, you know we took it there. Real nigga telling on me, only thing that I fear. Yeah, only thing that I fear. Real nigga telling on me, only thing that I fear. Lot of niggas queers, lot of dope in the air. Lot of niggas queers, lot of dope in the air. Styrofoam contaminated, got a nigga meditating. Yeah, I said it, got a nigga meditating. I can't even eat, listen medicated. I can't even sleep, listen medicated. I've been on my feet, chasing check after check. Nigga week after week, cause I'm dedicated. I can't even eat, listen medicated. I can't even sleep, listen medicated. I've been on my feet, chasing check after check. Nigga week after week, cause I'm dedicated.
I was been supposed to change up. I was been supposed to fold all this pressure. I was been supposed to change up. Nigga, what would I look like? I come from the hood, I represent the only way up. Had to hustle, boy, I'm trying to touch the toy. I'm trying to fuck these LA streets up. Think it's safe to say that I did it. Look, nigga, all black, everything. And my diamonds all love like Girl Wayne. Look, blue rags in the south of France. friends and some things in life that won't never change. Me, I'm a nigga that's supposed to walk, cause I'm a street survivor and they know this wrong. Before rap, we was Rolling Stones. I drove a Cutlass coupe, a copper cortisone. Front of the building on my mobile phone, I'm thinking pace myself, cause you can overdose. Not on the drugs, but the life you chose. Like hanging niggas down like parole. No such thing as they might parole. They putting cameras up and microphones. They got me sandwiched in. I want a nicer home. They know I take the risk. I don't know right from wrong. Plus any given day you might be gone. No cliches where the lines get drawn. Come on the block, it's a ride zone. For the loot, niggas stoop in the pirate mode. Paint with less strokes and divide your dog. Guns get drawn, niggas lives get lost. Never was entitled, had to fight for raw necessities in life. You see the reason, right? I was been supposed to change up. I was been supposed to fold all this pressure. I was been supposed to change up. Nigga, what would I look like? I come from the hood, I represent the only way up. Had to hustle, boy, I'm trying to touch a toy. I'm trying to fuck these LA streets up. Think it's safe to say that I did it, look, nigga, up. All black, everything. In my 600 bands with a heavy chain. Look, you deserve a real nigga with money and some things in life that won't never change. Me, fell in love with a cute. A celebrity herself probably fuck with her music. She the one that the shit fit, but I can't stop her love. Yeah, look, all that stress on my brain, right? Poker face, I'm in the game, right? Need a week to think, maybe 8 nights. So promethazine in a straight flight. Let me cut on my phone, let me get in my zone. Let me center myself, just leave a nigga alone. I'll be back in a few, got some rapping to do. Got some stacking still running, got some lapping to do. Oh, jokes to the side, niggas know that they ain't fucking with the flow I provide. Y'all. Notice how I started out, the flow has evolved. And me and Rollo styles like Wade and LeBron. And it's all money in and your bros is in charge. Hoes a menage for the bros carte blanche. And them out of town suites cause they know we the ones. Equity, nigga, what I've chosen, of course. No 360s, clothing and tour. When I do drop, I'ma blow past niggas and I toe tag niggas like I told them before. Got flow, got horse. Got dope, get more. Fuck mine, get yours. And the show just started, nigga, hold your applause. Try to get to my spot. Look, you gotta go up floors. I put the 6 on stock. I was running through tires like chicks on tour. And if I'm at the game, you can bet your bottom dollar that I sit on floor. And if I'm at the fight, you can bet your bottom dollar sweat hit my whore.
Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. A nigga used to dream, my reality to dream now. Nigga used to dream, my reality to dream now. I'm living out my dreams now. Living out my dreams now.
Sitting in the trap like damn, trying to turn a couple grams to a couple $100 grand. I grew up in the town, they don't make it out up. If you black, you don't live to see a man. You seen 21, you done won a lottery. Talking friends, what a street stand. Took a lot from me, I washed up from a robbery. Now your name 4657239 B State property. Damn, you had a dream, now you living out a nightmare. You almost made a little nigga, you was right there. Now you released it, it's in another light year. Yeah, and it's quite clear. All you needed was a little bit of guidance. And your house.
Sweet, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so how I play FOMC here. I mean, overall, same macro idea, but on the session, right? There's very specific things that I'm looking for here. Right, so we had news, right, at 11, which is 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 PST. We had FOMC drop here. We have an initial move up, or down, sorry. We have an initial move down right when that news drops, right? And then we expand higher, creating also this high here. Right, do you see? So you see how there's 2 sets of buy side, or 1 set of buy side liquidity, 1 set of sell side liquidity. So now what we do is we wait till 30 minutes post FOMC news, which is right now. Right. There's a window here between 2:30 and 3:15. This 45-minute window here. We'll be looking for price to come up and purge one of these liquidities. Right, purge one of these liquidities. I'm thinking, just from the way it's setting up, we left these relatively equal lows here. Okay. This is also a lunch low. We trade up and get a shift in market structure above this buy side liquidity. And I got some alerts going right on top of that. Buy side liquidity, right? And then we have some sell side liquidity underneath this low here. In this window, price should raid one of these first. Then we wait for a smaller time frame shift in market structure, aiming for the opposing side of the liquidity. Right, so what does that look like? Right, maybe we just chop around here, we work our way up, right? We start putting on highs and lows, we get that shift in market structure above this high, right? Then you aim for the opposing liquidity like that. You'll aim for these lows, right? But for me, you know, I always only take 10 handles off the table. I take 10 handles, so that'll be right about there. Right. This is how this works though. FOMC always purges one side of the liquidity, right? It generates liquidity on both sides of the market, right? When the news drops, it purges one side of the liquidity during this time window. Then you aim for the opposing side, right? That was created right when the news dropped. So that is what we wait for. Right, and that is the playbook for FOMC. Right, now it's just being patient and waiting for that setup. It's very specific. It has to happen during that time window, that 45-minute time window. After 11, which is, I mean, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, right? This time window right here. That's the money zone. Money zone. Get a stripe, man, but that ain't gonna pay for the strollers. It's never enough to console her. Tell her your daddy a soldier. She needs you right now in this moment. Now dead on your back, pushing roses. To me, I'm just carving a sculpture and fine-tuning my approaches. Doubling back as an owner. The moment of truth is the you just wait for that shift in market structure lower. In this case, right? Because it's looks like we're gonna purge this buy side liquidity. We can actually get rid of these. And make the alert on these guys. I'm pretty sure you could turn this into an alert. Right? This is purging buy side liquidity. This one. Everywhere I go flex, valet park on some low shit. Whole lot of smoke in that Rory, that thing potent. Burning rubber, wearing cameras, they was undercovers. Under pressure, made statements turned on their brothers. Never judge you, but the streets will never love you. I wonder what it comes to. Alright, so now it's just being patient, waiting for price to trade up or below, right? One of these points first, and then waiting for that shift in market structure lower. Very, very specific, strict instructions for FOMC. Very, very specific. Back on that shootout at the beach, 20 deep. You tried to squeeze, your gun jammed and they released. Blood on your tee. How many stains? I see 3.
bitch started to panic, so I made her switch seats. Driving now, police chopper here flying now. Really not too spooked, calmly ask me, am I dying now? All I know is keep you calm and collected. Cracking jokes like, nigga, now you gon' be finally respected. See your blood leaking, got my foot on his gas. Tossed the 40, we pull up to Daniel Free and see crash. You know the alibi, they start shooting, we was standing by. Ain't see nothing but flare from the talents fly. I wasn't there, I was
Right, we are sitting on the hands. Price has to purge one of these, one side first, right? In order for a shift in market structure to be valid. Right, so we have to wait for one of these to get purged, and then you aim for the opposing one, right? Whichever one didn't get purged.
Legendary moves, leader of my crew. Heavy is the head that wear the crown, that shit true. Do it like Nip Hustle, that's to fill some big shoes. And what good is excuses when the fucking wrist through?
Very simple, very, very specific.
From my pain, rosemary on my temples. Heard that's good for migraines. Solo in my benzo. Exit off the highway. Solitary thoughts like
Very, very specific.
I'm tryna go down, down as a great. Every night I get on my knees and pray that I will go down, that I will go down, I'm tryna go down, down as a lich. Every night I aim, going for the bliss, that I will go down, I will go down,
Nah, so many niggas doing time. Who are you and I? To play with it, it's a blessing, so reach for the sky. Pick up Shady off the block and we'll smoke and drive. Politicking on the block to make it multiply. Keep some bitches on the team from the other side. Keep at least a pound of green, motherfucking right. 30 hours in the spot, going overtime. Then we pull up to the Fox and don't hold a dime. You know this life, it got a cold design. How you go from eating lobster tail to the ocean prime? The chain to a smoker and throw it on the line. But when them gates close, keep an open mind. It ain't no force in this world like a focus drive. You gotta focus on yourself like an only child. You make your dream realer and you make your team better. You wake your game up and you make your scheme better.
They say this time, won't be like the last time, but this time, I'ma do it like my last time. I'ma go hard, my nigga. Put my name in the stars, my nigga. I gotta pray to God, my nigga. I will go down.
Look, I'm from West Side, California. They run up on you. Ask you where you from and check your tats under your clothing. Hustle, go hard, make sure my knot's swollen. Fuck you, say the wrong hood, bullets explode, and I trust you. People these days, cause that's gold. I see niggas get killed for who they roll with and chose to keep inside they circle, Satan sitting on your sofa. Same nigga that shot you was the one you used to smoke with. Cold shit, my whole clique notorious. You heard of us, 6 souls is murderers. You still serving clubs, jealous nigga, you broke as fuck. Yo bitch on my nuts, spilling Patron out my cup, she can't get enough. Buffing me down as I puff on the finest kush. They say I be doing too much, I just do my stuff. Yeah, I just do my stuff. Hustle, blue laces, shield cases, check bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases. If you ain't no hoe, we get paid, bitch. Blue laces, shield cases, catch bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases. If you ain't no hoe, we get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid.
We the best music. DJ Khaled. You keep taking me higher and higher. Yeah. Don't you know that the devil is a liar? I know they'd rather see me down, put my soul in the fire. But we keep going higher, higher.
My granny 88, she had my uncle in there. A miscarriage back to back.
You could check out the other time frames.
Pregnant with my mom,
Right.
told her it was slim. Was bed row for 9 months, but gave birth in the air. Bob turned 60, he proud what we done. In one generation, he came from Africa young. He said he met my mom's at the Century Club. Los Angeles love, kinda like Hustle and Bud. Money turned 10, Cross turned 2. Starting to see this life shit from a bird's view. We the ones that made millions off the curve, fool in this rap shit 10. Never made nerd moves. Hey, whoa. You keep taking me higher and higher. Yeah, Khaled. But don't you know that the devil is a liar? I know. Right back. They'd rather see me down, put my soul in the fire. But we keep going high.
I feel like we're building up a lot of sell side liquidity. Right, relative equal lows here, single low, relatively equal with these lows. Like all of these are basically relatively equal lows. That's looking something to be targeted once it wants to shift order flow and start reaching down there. Now it's just being patient and waiting for it.
Central state of mind, high crime rate. Homicide, hate gang banging to get you all day. Look at my face. It keep taking me higher and higher. Told Khaled bounce the phone to the bar break. But don't you know that the devil is a liar? I know. They'd rather see me down, put my soul in the fire. But we keep going higher, higher. Higher. Oh Lord, can you feel it? Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Look, I don't give a fuck what you niggas done. I don't give a fuck where you niggas from. Throw you in your mouth, go and get a gun. Then you slumped on the scene, that's a hit and run. Oh y'all bloods now, oh y'all crips now. Fuck it, I'm big draws, I'm Jake Prince now. Our frontline wars we can't fix now. Bought latex gloves, that's no prince now. If you broke bread, you got chip now. Couple things you can't buy inside this town. Loyalty, love, and respect. The niggas will extort you out your check. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Look, I don't give a fuck how you niggas feel. I can tell a fake, I can tell a real. Got a purple heart out the battlefield. Now watch me levitate to 100 mil. Fuck a pound, nigga, fuck a pill. I negotiate a better deal. Fuck around, nigga, yes I will. Take a life or I take a ill. Time to even out the playing field. Niggas wasn't playing fair. Solo still made it here. Rich real nigga, ass yo, coming straight off the slumps. A crazy motherfucker named Nipsey. I'm turned up cause I grew up in the 60s. Caution to you rap niggas try and diss me. I go hard, that's why your bitch wanna flip me. Big guns, nigga turn rivals into rosaries, extended clips. I give a fuck who you supposed to be. Straight off the block, I sold dope to buy groceries. Now it's rap money, no advances, all royalties. You broke, nigga, you can follow me. It's fuck bitches, get money, keep some hollow heads logically. And I'm for where homicide boost the economy. Pay taxes to these corners and putting in work as a policy. It's white chalk on the corners. It's yellow tape on the gates. Choppers up above, that's cuz a tiny lokes run the streets where I'm from. Small introduction to this Nipsey Hussle music. Us money and bitches, that's the way that we do it. First get your bride on, then get your shine on. Then come through day.
Alright, so we're just gonna be sitting patient. Sit and wait patiently. It can happen anytime within this time window. Right, it could be valid anytime in here. It just depends like where price is at, right? Given what time it is. Above here or below here. During this time window, aim for the opposing liquidity.
Last night it was a cold killer. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga. 100 pro flow. run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulum just to smoke. Look, listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising. My cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all niggas blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. This ain't that weirdo rap you motherfuckers used to. Yeah.
The breeze stops blowing. The sun just leaves the sky.
Yeah, this your life, you can play with it. You make your bed, you gon' lay in it. Do your thing, just be safe with it. Triple bunks in the state prison. Blue laces in my blue chucks.
Just gonna flip through the other time frames. Right. Honestly, all of this is noise to me until we get below this initial low or initial high. Right. All this in between on the inside is usually just noise. A lot of noise, so it's just being very patient, waiting for what we're looking for.
Shit smelling like a new purse. 2 C's on my bitch shit. My money rising like Bisquick. 6 words help you get this. Rich rapper on some crib shit. I pray for blessings as a young nigga, not to learn the hard lessons of a drug dealer. Triple life with a gang enhancement. The judge triple white and he hates your blackness. He slammed the gavel with a racist passion. Got you waiting on the pills, but your patience passing. And all you got to offer is a fight. It's too late to run to Christ once you caught up in this life. Look. Don't cry tears, they don't fly here. And if you don't die here, you're supposed to fly leers. 365 here is like a dog year. No wonder why these niggas 20 and got white hairs. Stressing like they 40 and some change. Slowly in this game, all my homies is in pain. And Brody is the slang, but it don't mean he your brother. It don't mean you can trust him. It don't mean that he love you. And we was raised wrong, but we stayed strong. And when we kept it real, we got faked on. And when we showed up, we got flaked on. But why them niggas story getting cake homes? I bet my life I'm a dice shaker. Electric lights on a skyscraper. It's up and downs for a real nigga. But you'll be lame all your life, hater. Mac 10 in my black Benz. Show me signals of betrayal, can't be back friends. Long flights get my mind right. Victory to me is when you spend your time right. Victory to me is when you get your grind right. Victory to me is when you get your minds right. Niggas got this shit twisted like Jean-Michel Basquiat destroyed his pictures. Self-inflicted homicide, don't pull the trigger. I feel like I got to tell you, you got something to contribute. Regardless what you into, regardless what you been through, I feel like I got to tell you, you got something to contribute. Yeah, me, I'm getting back rubs from these leather seats. Yeah. Negotiated equity positions you'll never be. Nigga. Rap sheet full of felonies. Yeah. Status symbol on my set of keys. They say I was selling dreams. Back to the brick wall, I'm in hella trees. Visualizing hella cheese, you can smell a weed. Niggas doubt pessimism ain't affecting me. Fuel to the fire, took it higher than they ever seen. Frequent flight, sink like 7 C's. Shopping spree, spend about 11 G's. Eyes bloodshot, I don't never sleep. My niggas act on instinct, we don't never think. When confronted with a problem, we don't never flee. We connected at the bottom like the letter V. So accustomed to the pop, we don't even blink when them shots go off. Get the Glock show off. Yellow tape a nigga equal up to hate a nigga. Nothing major, nigga, just a demonstration, nigga. Within the matrix, nigga, I drew illustrations with him. Words that is, for sure that is. Look, that nigga got his off the curb, that is. So how the fuck is niggas so concerned with his? I be baffled by the fact when niggas burn their bridge and try to double back like, what the fuck is that like? Nigga, what this rap like? Way too bad.
Just fine. And we ain't finna wait no more. So Don't waste my time. Remember when we had no way, no way. But we'll be okay for now. We'll be okay for now. And here on out.
Now you up, huh? Make it hard to trust, huh? Got you fucked up, saying it was love.
Alright, we're coming up on that FOMC macro hour now.
Open trust, huh? And you fill 'em up, huh? Every time a nigga drop, it's
So we should be able to speed towards some liquidity here.
Whole city know that you became the one, huh? They seen it from the jump, huh? The pressure where it ton, huh? Especially where you come from. Every night, heavy price, but it's just the cloth you cut from. It's alright, it's just life if you want one. Learn to hold yourself down with a big gun. All these niggas playing tough, you gon' chip one. For these dollars a decade, you a rich one. Fuck it though, cause when you flat broke, you ain't nothing, bro. Seen a gang of rich niggas get comfortable. Then looking at they watch like where the fuck it go. Through my eyes, I learned lessons like time is of the essence, and my grind got obsessive. And then my mind got restless, put myself in the game, but batteries so separate. Question. Since when do real niggas come second? So I kick the dough down, getting more now. Nigga need at least like 30 for the show now. Whoa now, realest out of SoCal. Baby wanna fuck, I'm like, slow down. I'm eating cheese eggs in my hotel. Hustle sold out, nigga retail and wholesale. Me ballin' hurt your feelings? Oh well, all money in, I pull coattails, nigga.
When everybody loves me, living in a dream world. How'd I get so lucky?
I feel like a legend in these Puma sways. I'ma still make millions when this music fade. Reinvent every time the music change. My gut had me feeling like I knew the way. I feel like I spoke for my generation. All game in my demonstration. To my gang, I'm a different greatness. Pay dues, never missed a payment. Stay true, now it's entertainment. Feel like I'm built for whatever storm. Whatever way the game test me in whatever form. Through all them dark times that they never saw. I feel like I stand tall and can never fall. I feel like a one-on-one. Like the last dope boy in the game with 100 tons. Tupac at the troublesome, a boosie badass. Drop a bag on you niggas if I want it done.
When everybody loves me, living in a dream world. How'd I get so lucky?
Fuck where your hoes at, or where your roads at, where your backbone, nigga, where your code at, where your down since day one real bros at, where them stories that you tellin' unfold at, where your heart, nigga, where your soul at. We got old school ways we expose that. Ain't no guarantees, but you know that. Niggas die every day, can't control that. Ken Griffey throwback, nigga had to go left. Musta popped 28 times cause it's 4 left. If it's about mine, ain't a nigga that I won't check. Run through your hardest homeboy, you could go next. 85 cut dog, hustle had the Rolex. Chain on my white tee, now you see the progress. Stacked every chip on myself, time to collect. All money in, just imagine what I gross back. Fuck where your hoes at, or where your roads at, where your backbone, nigga, where your code at, where your down since day one real bros at. Where them stories that you tellin' unfold at. Where your heart, nigga, where your soul at. We got old school ways we expose that. Ain't no guarantees, but you know that. Niggas die.
I was kind of just hanging out,
That's why I call
but we are still in that
I'm not gonna lie,
FOMC macro times. So, you know, just waiting for one side to get purged and kind of take it from there.
Went through this or is gonna go through this. Is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I think that what gonna separate whoever's gonna try to go for something is that you ain't gonna quit. You know,
For liquidity purposes,
chance if I'm gonna die behind what I'm getting at right now.
right, I would like to see that high get taken because there's a lot of more sell side liquidity.
Where your roads at? Where your backbone, nigga, where your code at?
Short term, but overall aiming for that all-time high to get taken. So, I mean, it doesn't matter which one. Just has to purge one first. Aim for the other half.
Niggas die every day, can't control that. I think that our reaction to being disrespected, we have to reassess how we react. You know what I mean? I think that we've been known as hip hop to make songs
and that's a part of it. And then we gotta go a step further, because I think that it's like a disease in your body. Once you start giving it a treatment, it'll get immune to the treatment, and you gotta try something else to kill that disease. So I think protest music is important. I think that YG was a genius.
Fuck where your hoes at, or where your roads at, where your backbone, nigga, where your code at, where your down since day one real bros at, where them stories that you telling unfold at, where your heart, nigga, where your soul at. We got old school ways we expose that. Ain't no guarantees, but you know that. Niggas die every day, can't control that.
Never gonna love no broke ass bitch, whoa. Was it on that beat?
Ride round, out of bounds, 40 cal, 30 rounds. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes billing.
Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning. Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning.
Look, came to get money, pat on my back cause I did it. I pull up in foreign, blowing smoke through the ceiling. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes billing. My cars go fast, my pockets is fat. I take your bitch and we go shopping in Saks. I'm a popular Mac, never stop for them racks. Flipped a lot of them racks, oh I fuck with this rap. Niggas hustling back, so they stuck in the set. Playing Russian roulette, me I'm puffing the best. I'm a fucking exec, money, power, respect. All my weapons is fresh, on the west I'm a wreck. I'm the fucking connect, I can cut you a check. I can put you in the game, let you hustle the rest. Got a lust for success, you know it come with the stress. So we party every night, what the fuck you expect? Look, round, out of bounds, 40 cal, 30 rounds. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes billing.
Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning. Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning. Never gonna love no broke ass bitch. Now one broke bitch gon' change. It's the right backpack and shit brag. Whip goes like a brick back slide. Mr. LA, I just caught a lift. Dug it out the mud like a forklift. I went some ballin' ass bloods, cold crips. Get drugged out the club like a coke bitch. I turned it later in an article. The nigga switched on me like an article. Dodging the fade, it ain't affordable. My pull-up game came with a yard. Stand up for certain. 40s with the 30s like it's Harlem from Burton. Cause niggas up in LA burn.
We got London on the train.
I wanna beats, I wanna look good with my friends. I need my money, that don't never end. I wanna blow some bands, and still have some bands. I wanna be the motherfucking man. I wanna beats, I wanna look good with my friends. I need my money, that don't never end. I wanna blow some bands, and still have some bands. I wanna be the motherfucking man. 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. Bitch, I'm my cheap for 100. 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. Bitch, I'm my cheap for 100. I wanna fold those beans that fit all my friends, so I can pull up on a bitch and tell her, bitch, get in. Bitch, I want the crib. Nobody know where I live, cause that's why I hide on my shit. Diamonds on my wrist, on my neck another wrist. Goddamn, look at this. Oh, she want a kid. She want a trip when I dip. Damn, bitch, let me leave.
Coming up on the back half. Last 15 minutes here. We'll see what side he wants to take. And then take it from there.
Black China, clean it all up. I do it cause I can. African American, they never wanted us to have bands. Do you hear what I'm saying? This was not in a plan, but now a young nigga got bands. And I wanna be, I wanna look good with my friends. I need my money, that don't never end. I wanna blow some bands, and still have some bands. I wanna be the motherfucking man. I wanna be, I wanna look good with my friends. I need my money, that don't never end. I wanna blow some bands, and still have some bands. I wanna be the motherfucking man. 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. Bitch, I'm in
bitch, I'm in A6. I want an all black Benz without no tent, so you can see the gold glow when the sun shine in. Want Pirellis on stocks, I don't want no rims. Want a big stash spot to put this 4-5 in, I want. All my niggas ballin' in the fast lane. 100 something thick when we pull up to the valet. What? Park and hop out with the mad face, cause niggas think shit turned down since the cash came. Fuck that, heard shots, then we bust back. Bulletproof, everything, you can trust that. You done it like we done it, I suggest that. Cause would you rather be the victim or the suspect? No, I came too far. Change my ways, no, I changed my bra. Chase my change, never change my squad. And stack till I can change my car, cause I wanna Benz. I wanna look good with my friends. I need my money, that don't never end. I wanna blow some bands, and still have some bands. I wanna be the motherfucking man. I wanna Benz. I wanna look good with my friends. I need my money, that don't never end. I wanna blow some bands, and still have some bands. I wanna be the motherfucking man. Runaway bus catching, blue line train riding west side with the young extras. These old rules came with no questions. Grown and live by, but it's no exceptions. Was young and reckless with loaded weapons. It's code of ethics and self-destruction. When it's over, you left with nothing. This life ain't it, boy, better check the subtext or the fine print. Felt entitled to this fly shit. Felt like every bad bitch should be on my dick. Felt like niggas lied to us on some fraud shit. Fuck it, that's the title ball bounce on some ball shit. Right here with all my brothers on some squad shit. All money, one nation under God shit. Neighborhood MC hustle on some boss shit. AKA nigga born broke, that'll die rich. What they call you, where you from, nigga? In my city, that was question number one, nigga. Looking at the legend I become, nigga. I can't help but feeling like I am the one, nigga. What they call you, where you from, nigga? What they call you, where you from, nigga? What they call you, where you from, nigga? I can't help but feeling like I am the one, nigga.
The nigga had the nerve to walk up on me, ask me where I'm from. I told him I ain't bang, he didn't listen, so I gave him one. Knocked us a diddy one. Nigga tried to hit him up. Now he wanna get him up and set it up and wait it up. Now I'm from the hood, checking niggas on the daily. Started off BG, OG, baby. Real life homie, 2 heaters in my seat. Had to check a nigga at the Compton swap meet. Where you from? I don't bang. Where you live? Where you hang? Say the wrong thing and bang. Lights out, kites out to the homies in the pen. Crippin' in the city, we ain't letting cuz in. A lot of niggas camouflage, try to blend in to fit in. Get a hood rat so they can sit in. But if she got a brother, a daddy, or a cousin, they hit your ass up like a motherfucker. Where you from, cuz?
What they call you, where you from, nigga? In my city, that was question number one, nigga. Looking at the legend I become, nigga. I can't help but feeling like I am the one, nigga. What they call you, where you from, nigga? What they call you, where you from, nigga? What they call you, where you from, nigga? I can't help but feeling like I am the
Bitch, I'm
one.
dope, way too dope. I'm talking about a motherfucker had to sell dope. I had to chase dreams, I was in the ghetto with a tattoo artist and a few extendos. I had to make moves, it was confidential. Bring the drama to your ass like we banging death, bro. My bros both
Alright, we'll be anticipating to put some short-term highs and lows in. Right. If we take this low, right? You know, so we can get that displacement above some short-term highs. Right, we need some short-term highs in order to get displacement. So, you know, I would anticipate we put in some highs and lows as we take this low. Wait for that bullish shift in market structure. All right. There we go. So now we're just waiting for that bullish shift in market structure. Aiming for this buy side liquidity up here, right? But we only need 10 handles. Alright, so now it's just finding highs and lows to form, right? Waiting for some highs and some lows to form, which we got about 10 minutes to do so. And then waiting for that shift in market structure. Enter off the fair value gap.
No sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next last time that I checked. I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Nah, playing no games with you niggas. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you niggas. Nah, I laid down the game for you niggas. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you niggas.
On the whole thing for you niggas, reinvest, double up, then explain for you niggas it gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. Just for the pieces I took off the monopoly board. Hey, y'all niggas false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, nigga what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a fuck. Nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to fuck it up. Check, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling zones in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect. Then the power and the hoes come next last time that I checked. I don't stress out, nigga. Poke my chest out, nigga. Wait on my shoulder, bring the best out, nigga. Get it right or you get left out, nigga. Look, playing pocket my cassette loud, nigga. I remember feeling like a stepchild, nigga. I would hate to see my mama stressed out, nigga. And Black Salmon tell me poke your chest out, nigga. I could die the day I made the set proud, nigga. And I could fly away, but I respect vows, nigga. Used to always say I make the whole world feel us. Now I'm on a tour around the whole world, nigga. Paparazzi waiting at my hotel, nigga. Smoking while I'm driving, that's with no else, nigga. 20 bands a month, just for your bills, nigga. Princess cut diamonds up in your grill, nigga. Now smile in every camera and show your trill, nigga. You feed them what you want, cause that's your kill, nigga. And through the darkest days, I was like, oh well, nigga. West side neighborhood against the whole world, nigga. I don't stress out, nigga. Poke my chest out, nigga. Wait on my shoulder, bring the best out, nigga. Get it right or you get left out, nigga. Look, I never fold under mental pressure. I get better, ain't no code to y'all misconception. I'm just special, this an ode to my intersection. May God bless and save my soul from its imperfection. I can't measure with a number all these niggas resting.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and you that young and with this
Some
life
lazy
and death.
shit.
You shell shot, but ain't no tears involved.
Count up that low, count up that low. Nigga, count up that low, that's just what I do. Count up that low, nigga. What? Count up that low, count up that low. Nah, count up that low, count up that low. Nah, black on black beans, young niggas salute. Nah, gold Cuban links, just rapping my roots. Nah, blood, sweat, and tears, just squeezing my fruits. Nah, top of my game, and what's up with you? Nah, pop at you lames, cause I'm sucker proof. Look, don't play no games, boy, I'm busted proof. Can't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. You a fucking fraud, I'm the fucking truth. I went solo on that ass, I think I'm fucking Snoop. Solo in this game, I'm like fuck the group. Solo in my SLBs like fuck the roof. That's fucking true, that's fucking hoe. Nip motherfucker, looking like a hustle do. I built the label up just like Russell do. Give me 10 years, they gon' be like Russell Ho. Never trust them fools, get a fucking clue. I skip the memes, tell them fags, watch my fucking moves.
I'm possibly putting in a short-term high and low, right? In the couple of previous 1 minute candles here, right? Possibly putting in a short-term high here, right? Maybe even a short-term low if we get the displacement above this high. Got about 35 seconds left in that candle. Ranges, we'll have to see what the ranges are looking a little wide. We'll see if we can squeeze in a little 5-handle stop loss somewhere. Alright, so if we get some displacement above this short-term high, right, that is valid for the setup. Something like that. So if that gets stays open, right, that's valid. That's a short-term low right there. Short-term high, displacement. Right. But I want to say this is too much range here. Yeah, a little bit too much. We're looking at like 8 handles at current fair value gap. So see if we can close it in a little bit. But this is exactly what we're waiting for, right? Targeting this buy side liquidity up here now. Right, anticipating this will hold, but it's just too much range, way too much range. Yeah, you're looking at 8.25 handles, right? And then 10 handles is basically almost where we're at right now. You know, so, but this is the setup. Well, I mean, we could drop to the other time frames. I don't, yeah. That is the fair value gap we're waiting for, though. See how it purged this initial low from FOMC here, 3:05 p.m. Displacement above a short-term high. Fair value gap, displacement. Aiming for this buy side liquidity up here. All right, very simple, very specific what we're looking for. Right, just the range is a little too wide for the stop loss. So that is exactly what we're looking for. All right, that is what we're looking for, though. A little too wide, but the concept and everything is still there. Right. I'm gonna set alert for this. All right, I want to see it respect that 1 minute fair value gap, even though we kind of broke away a little bit. All right, you're talking like 20, maybe 20 handles or so. Yeah, just over 20 handles. All right, this is a very special fair value gap if we don't purge this liquidity first. All right, this is going to be a very special fair value gap. Well, that's the playbook, right? How you play it. Wait a couple more minutes. We're outside that time now, but that setup is there. So if price drops down into this fair value gap, that is valid, but not for my setup, right? I'm gonna read that to make sure, you know, I want to see that fair value gap being respected, but that is outside the range for me personally. That being said, appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll recap tomorrow and see how we played out after, you know, creating this 1 minute fair value gap here, right? Taking the low, displacement up, right, to the upside. And we'll come back tomorrow and see how it went.
that being said, appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. Until then, peace out.